Good morning, I'm Nina from NinaSoap.com. This morning I'd like to talk to you about how my husband and I have been able to work outside of the house without paying for daycare. When we got married a few years ago and we started having children, I decided that if there is a way we both can work outside of the house without paying for daycare, that's what we'll go with. At the beginning, I didn't have a full-time job. He was full-time, and when I was looking for a job and I couldn't find it, I applied with a fast food and I got hired part-time. I gave them hours that my husband is at home. So when he comes back from work, I'll go to work and I'll work few days a week. Shortly after I got hired at the fast food place, I got hired at Walmart as well. I applied with them and I got hired. So I worked few hours there as well. I didn't quit the fast food place. So I work at both places. But I only work when my husband is at home with the kids. So we didn't pay for daycare. And at that time, I have 1 or 2 kids. Later on, since I didn't bring much in, I learned about substitute teaching. I took the classes and I did that as well. So when he's back, he works overnight. So when he's back, I'll go to the school to substitute teach. And I did that for a few years before I found a full-time job. So when I got the job, we both sat down and talked about what we will do at that point. The city we live in is very hard to find a daycare. You have to be on a waiting list. So we look around and then we contact few college students that can babysit in case I had to work long hour and my husband has to go to work. But thankfully we didn't have to use any of those services. So when I work 8 to 5 and I comes home, he goes to bed. He wakes up and he goes to work. So he worked overnight until recently his hours changed and we decided it's just better for him to go with the third shift, the second or the third shift. So he doesn't, his hours decrease a little bit, but we have been able to handle it because we over time we learn to live within our budget. We live well below the income we bring home. So that helps us to do that. You can do the same thing as well. If that's what you want to go with. I don't like the idea of staying home myself. I don't know. Personally, I would prefer to work. So if you and your spouse will need to sit down and discuss it, if it's possible for both of you to work outside of the house, I would suggest you go that route. If you are in a tight budget or one income cannot cover all your expenses, when one of you is back from work, the other one can go. So one might work full-time, the other one might work part-time. You may not bring enough home or you may not have a flexible schedule, but you can make it work until you pay off all your debts and you can live within one income. Another thing I like to talk about as well is if you decided to stay home, you can try to look at different ways you can make money from home. One way will be to outsource your skills on Fiverr. I believe the website is fiverr.com. For $5, you can see what you can sell, what service you can sell for $5. So, but try to evaluate, to list down all your talent, your skills, and see what service you can perform within few minutes and sell it for $5. Another site will be L.L.C.com. You can create an account there as well and see services that you can sell on L.L.C. Etsy.com is a website where you can sell handmade products. If you are very good in crafting, you'll be able to sell those services there as well. Those handmade products there as well. So those are little things you can do at home. You can have your own website or YouTube. It might take a while to start generating income, but those are different ways you can stay home and bring in income. You can babysit other people's kids. Daycare can be expensive, or babysitting can be hard to find. So if you are good with kids, you might offer those services to your neighbors. I'm not sure I would want to babysit somebody's kids unless there is a need for it. Other than that, that's a good service you can provide to your neighbors that will need somebody to watch their kids while they work. Thank you for watching. I'm Nina from ninasoup.com.